Yes, guys, Adam McCullough here for Stretford Paddock. I am with the one and only Henry Winter. Thank you to Henry for coming out from Wembley and giving us a view from the press box. Henry, 3-1 to Chelsea today. Did you see that coming?
Not really, although I'm sure, like you, when you saw the team sheet, look, Chelsea had those extra days to prepare. Bruno Fernandes, he started, but Mason Greenwood, Paul Pogba probably due a break, so I can understand Solskjaer from that perspective. But it was a little bit disappointing. I'm a big Daniel James fan, but this is, when you got Mason Greenwood running at Marcus Alonso rather than Daniel James, I don't know, he's more of a threat. But look, Solskjaer's got so much right this season. The club's clearly going in the right place. And he's also, so many times I've seen him sort of get the better of Frank Lampard. But today was definitely Chelsea's day. I don't think any Manchester United fans sort of watching would dispute that.
As Manchester United fans, we'd be watching that and thinking, we've got it wrong. It was our selection. It was our tactics. Do you think maybe Frank Lampard had got one over Ollie today and he'd really been working hard at that, or did United just give it to them, really?
I was disappointed with United. I thought they looked a little bit tired. I thought the defence, the system didn't really... I've always preferred Manchester United with a back four. I think it suits them, and obviously he tweaked that when Martial came on. And I don't know the situation with Eric Bailly because I've only just walked out, and I hope he's
gone to hospital.
Has he really? That's just... he took a couple of whacks in that. Look, Manchester United have a fantastic medical staff, and they would have made the right decision all along. But he did get an earlier whack with Zuma as well, and then obviously with Harry Maguire. So, look, it's frustrating for United, but you can see it. For someone like me who tries to take a step back, you can see the development under Solskjaer. You can see the quality of players you've got coming through. I just think there's a huge call that Solskjaer's got to make over your goalkeeper.
Do you we spoke before we came on, and we were talking about Dean Henderson and De Gea, and my opinion is, well, it has been up until now, don't rush Dean Henderson, give him time and let De Gea, I don't think De Gea was finished yet, but then you see performances like that and it's like, well, that's not a great goalkeeper doing that, is it?
Yeah, his decision making questionable, but there's still that athletics defiance. Some of the shot stopping element is still there, but mistakes like that against Giroud and Mason Mount, I thought that was worse. That is concerning. That's a huge, you are a huge big club, and to move on to the next level. If I'm allowed to mention Liverpool, they did it with Karius and Alisson and stepped up a level. I think it's a big decision. Like, I'm a huge Dean Henderson fan, not simply with what he's done at Sheffield United this season, but I was at the under-21s last year when he made a mistake against France, and immediately he boxed it off. He just focused on doing what he could do. He's a good shot stopper, distribution decent. He's got that Manchester United confidence. The shirt doesn't weigh heavily on him, just as you saw with Bruno Fernandes. He's coming in. He's a United player. He's got that confidence about him. Dean Henderson is clearly young. He's 23, but he's got that confidence as well. I think ideally Solskjaer would rather have another year of Dean Henderson learning his trade at Sheffield United, but long term he'll be De Gea's successor.
I think there's no doubt about it. I think it's just the matter of time. In front of De Gea though today, we had £160 million worth of defence, 190, I've lost count, 80, 50, 30, 30, 190, plus Brandon Williams. It didn't look like a £200 million defence, did it?
It didn't, no. That was partly down to Giroud, who is 33, but he never really gets the credit it deserves. I've seen him win a World Cup and still not get many plaudits. He works over defences. We saw the muscular battle that he had with Harry Maguire, but he's very clever with the runs that he makes, particularly targeting the near post. And Azpilicueta knew where to put the ball. So, yeah, in terms of the defence, I still think you need a bit more pace in there. I'm a huge Harry Maguire fan as a leader, as an organiser, and he can play those switched passes. But I still think maybe he needs a little bit more pace alongside him. But again, this is the world we live in, that the team has to be right now. It takes time to develop. I can remember, during the 90s, travelling with Manchester United in Europe and Ferguson learning and the team developing, and that took 5, 6, 7 years before that amazing night in Barcelona. So again, look, everyone wants success yesterday, but you can see clearly with Solskjaer that he is developing. He's an intelligent individual. Everyone thinks he's this nice smiling character. He's hard as nails. He's an intelligent football character. I can remember when he signed. It was at the Cliff. This is about 400 years ago. It was at '96, and I can remember one of the Manchester United coaches there saying, "We think he'll be the best of the lot of the new player." I think he was 21 at the time. Really intelligent individual. So look, you've got a good coach there. You're in good hands there. This is frustrating, but you know your way to this place. You'll be back here again pretty soon.
I think that's the thing. It's because there's a final at the end of it, and that Arsenal final, it's just so gutting. And I think we came into it thinking we've got Chelsea's number. Yeah. There should be no reason why we can't do it again. And today it just felt flat. It felt like the final here when we lost 1-0. It just felt flat.
You should have been inside if you want to know how flat it was. I mean, Wembley, I hate it as a stadium anyway. We don't need a national stadium. We've got so many great grounds around the country. Yeah. You know, I mean, if it had been a Manchester City, Manchester United final, would have, okay, no fans were going to come to this game, but we've had this repeatedly. We don't need this as a national stadium. I'd much rather they spent the money building development centres all over the country and putting money into grassroots and using the great stadium, maybe Cardiff, for the finals. But, you know, you're developing. I know that might not be any consolation tonight, but look at some of the players you got. Look at Bruno Fernandes, how he's come in. Solskjaer's, you're in good hands with Solskjaer.
I think there's not been a lot made over the amount of fixtures this week as well. Yeah. I know it's an easy excuse, we've had so many games, but we had a game on Monday, Thursday, and then today, and they just had that Tuesday game, and it's...
Yeah. Have you seen your squad? I mean, you've got good players. I mean, I agree with Chelsea.
Do we have a good enough squad?
You've got a deep squad. Look, every manager says they need 2 more players, and you probably do need 2 more players. You need, probably a centre-half, goalkeeper, but then you've got a fantastic goalkeeper in Dean Henderson, so that's an internal decision that has to be made. Midfield's looking good. When McTominay was left out, and then Matic came in, and Matic I think has been terrific. Got the new contract. Didn't look quite at the races today. Fred. I'm not Fred's biggest fan. I think, as I said to you in the past, but actually I think he's had a really good season for you. Certainly the first half of the season. You look at the quality you've got. Mason Greenwood will go on and become a Manchester United great because he's got the mentality. He's 2-footed. I was talking to Michael Carrick and I said, which is his better foot? And Michael Carrick just burst out laughing. He said, listen, he can left, right. I think he's left-footed but can take penalties with his right. You got Marcus Rashford, who was on and off the pitch, has been an absolute star this year. So attacking-wise, and Anthony Martial. I know Manchester
United. I'm going to let you get away with that, saying Anthony Martial.
Yeah, I know Manchester United fans think, I've heard the song once or twice. I think the press have got it in for Martial. But look, he's a class act. But I think also now he's got that belief. He's got the number 9 shirt. Solskjaer believes in him. He allowed Lukaku to go, and Martial has responded. I mean, I think the greatest compliment you can play Martial from an English press perspective is that we were surprised he didn't start today because he's been in fantastic form.
Yeah, most def. I thought he should have started today. Right, you're going to go, I know that, but prediction? You think United will get that top 4?
Yeah, I do. I think possibly because I don't know which way you're going home, but I think because of events along the North Circular Road with today with Leicester. I thought I was at Leicester the other night and I thought, well, they're back in it now. But you know what? Football throws up extraordinary script, and Harry Maguire last-minute header last day of the season at Leicester might just...
Finally, you might score from a corner.
Yeah, we should do because he's just
so many chances.
I know. I mean, also particularly with now the quality of delivery you've got, Bruno Fernandes, whoever's whipping them in. But also, I've seen it with England. I mean, if you work on those set pieces, which look, Manchester United will work on set pieces. They don't just sort of sit around at Carrington. They work hard, diligently, and you can see that they look a lot more organised. So I can understand why a lot of United fans will be disappointed. But you know what? Just being in there and coming out of it. Of all, I've done about 20 games behind closed doors, including at Old Trafford. That is the worst. Wembley. Without fans, honestly, can I say, I know you're disappointed, but you almost in a way you were lucky you weren't in there because it's horrible. It's horrible. If one thing this behind closed doors thing has confirmed is that football without fans is nothing. The players miss it, not just being lifted by your support, but actually a lot of them thrive on the abuse from the opposition fans as well. That absolutely inspires them. So I can't wait till these games end.
Thank you very much anyway, Henry. Appreciate it. And any articles you want to plug or anything? Not really. Just look, keep the faith. You're going in the right direction. And I haven't been able to say that for a few years with Manchester United, not since Ferguson left really. We're winning the league again, guys.